Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. All right, it's going. Great. 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 So here I'm going to start the music.
Peace, love, blessings, guidance.
The music.
I give thanks for all of you, divine spiritual beings. May you enjoy the poetry of life, tree of life.
What's going on, guy?
Ottoman.
Okay.
Shatter your false belief systems into non-existence. Sealing the trapdoors of your conversation.
It's all crazy.
Leaving no room of escape. It might feel like rape. Why do you feel like you have to say something even when you have nothing to say? Sometimes nothing said is something heard. Having nothing to say helps me learn these things. These things are the preconditions of my regeneration. My generation is 2/3 matriculated, 1/3 deconditioned, and that's miraculous. Did you know that miracle exists within the laws of physics? Mystic is natural, flowing through the air. There's a natural mystic on the mic tonight, spitting lights. Inconsumable, inconspicuous. The ridicule is simply ridiculous. This verse might hurt your ears worse than cursing, because I curse your daily routines. Curse your perception, which has never been reality. Most cliche is fallacy. Phallic symbols surround visions of heaven, separated from dreams of earthly perfection. Overstanding what I just said is hermetic connection. So make it. Spoken word is sacred to some, and to some it's just instrumental in evolution. The revolution is here, O Israel. That which you desire is within you. The time has arrived for you to begin to get into.
I see that there's a chat message, but I don't see the chat message on my screen. So I don't know what's going on.
Who am I to judge?
But all I'm doing is chilling. I think there's I think there's like a chat message from like nobody.
There was a covenant with us. Creating
I'm trying to figure this out. I should do it from back here. Ah, dude, every time.
Some sort of fleeting illusory beauty. Now our giving in has become subtle.
They need to be able to do this full screen, or like full screen windowed screen, and my windowed screen.
Shall return to, but could return to, but let's dare to say that we should return to, will return to the state of being.
So I'm getting wood because I'm short on wood. You always need wood.
Giving my all just for the sake of giving my all is one. My all is one.
So I'm using the new AMD drivers, dude. These are great. They're working awesome.
Even if it seems like I'm just having fun with you. Whatever it's.
Although I don't think it works on Java Minecraft. So that's not good.
My dreams are becoming you, yes. You're becoming me. And together we are becoming free. See, I'm so excited right now I can't even sleep. And it's 4 a.m. all over again. It's like I've reinvented a Hallmark holiday. What should we call it? We should call it every day, yes. Every day is a holy day when we live this way. And no matter what they may say, this way is evident in the lives of those who live it. Because they are living it, reliving it, teaching, reliving it. My religion is my reliving this bliss called consciousness. Repeatedly, I believe in me. Ottoman.
I can never find this guy like on the internet after I got this album. I got this album in like the aughts, like 20 years ago. So this is like ancient spoken word.
My mind explode all over your frontal lobes. You feel the globe move under your aura as I hit you with Fibonacci sequence from the Torah. You feel the horror. There's much more to God than believing or not. As I reach your mental G-spot and keep it hot, you'll scream, don't stop teaching up. Speak the top, speak a lot, keep a lot of peace, loving hugs for thugs bugging. Cause the Ishmaelite's my cousin. And even if he wasn't eating right, he's still breathing light from the midst of the 7 candlesticks. Most can't handle this and wish to dismantle it, but I keep the candles lit. So this mystic see through trickery. The numbers and the space between the letters that you didn't see. No wickedry. Faith is knowledge of the hidden tree. No apology when you see you know beyond philosophy. Now I'm probably spoken of by modern day Sadducees. Mad at me for having keys to put your search for God at ease. Attain knowledge of the higher mysteries through hermetic remedy when you're ready to see. Steady, be still, study, meditate. Edify your mind state so you define faith. Spiritual, lyrical, scientific, mathematical raps attacking you. Alphanumerical facts stacking, tapped in, touch what you lust for, trust 4 corners, times 2 to 8 has 1 informer. Storm will shadow the sun, but light will still come. Till then we'll all fight where we come from. Fam, out of stones he could raise the seeds of Abraham, but ego still stands and plans to separate. It's all good, y'all, they lack the skills to navigate what rap is. The epitome of music, conscious MCs use it to fuse truth in. Many hate hip-hop, but we still truth in. Soothing poetry, melodies, beats, rhymes, telling these minds rise. Size up your enemy, subtle become instead of telling you sweat your pedigree. You better be ready for any shade of the beast, cause color damn sure won't be what's making the peace. It seems like too many thoughts be breaking through as I pick up my cross. When I lost every material possession, it came as a blessing. Tested my essence and ended every false friendship. Family helped me see. Facing finality and death defines insanity, doctor. I'm healed when I know that's my only fear to conquer. Chakras open, scoping every social scene for my dime queen. She has a dream.
Yeah, this driver is amazing.
Yo, let's stop tripping over politicians tricking from middle to upper class paint on picket fences. Cause most of them worship the sun and a white Jesus and a Catholic mass message. So as your divinity shines over racism instead of getting offended, let your mind face the apocalypse and leave your body suspended.
I can't go back, can I?
No. But if you could, would you really want to?
Right?
Love. Yo, what is it to love? Unconditionally.
Here, let me love you, Picky.
I told her to think positive and felt the doubt vibrate out of her mouth before she even verbalized it. As she fell silent, the cell phone silent static felt tragic beyond anything I could ever imagine.
You're so free that scares me. I don't even want to be that free.
Yo, the laughter's just to cover up the tears I've been covering for years, thinking I'm covering my fears as I cover up my ears to my peers, placing a price on self-mastery through a master's degree when I actually respect them for that. Shanna, I just play the cards I was dealt, and what I felt when you held me was like melting in the pure hot springs of Brighton Bush, and I'd like to push this bond further for you to feel what that means. So I visualize you wide awake in lucid dreams with an unseen smile in a realm that seems like nothingness, and it's nothing like this place with souls encased in shells and new age spells that tell them to wait for a mate. And I give thanks as I watch you contemplate every last conditioned mental state you think's been part of your fates, that you don't think you create, so you don't create. So I breathe you into what me creates as I meditate the preconditions of the next economic depression's existence. Just sharing what you learn if you learned my life's lessons, and sharing that I cherish your life's lessons.
I mean, I hate leaving trees like that. It's like the worst.
Less is more, and stressing financial wealth is stressing health and pockets, creating energetic blockages. I love you unconditionally as we intimately, intricately decondition the dichotomy of
hey, Excog.
Your voice is like
Exo Gig. I can't say your name. Cogitation. I'm on Bedrock. Yeah, I'm on Bedrock because I hooked up with my friend in Japan, and he is not a computer nerd like I am. So I wanted to get him on Minecraft, but it was difficult. But he has a kid with a Switch, so I'm like, hey, we can play. If your kid uses his Switch, I can make a world where he can join, and he did. So yeah, I'm playing Bedrock now, and I mean it's okay, but it's a brand new world, so I've got like nothing. Yeah, that's his house. He's only like 7 years old. So, whatever. I'm just playing for fun. For fun!
Alright, so I just want to make
Yeah,
sure I
Bedrock
got
is
this
weird.
straight. The truth consists of my truth, her truth, his
Alright, I gotta plant.
and your truth.
I was gonna
So
go get rid of that
what is my
floating
truth
truth.
worth? And what is your search for truth worth if I can't get
Like,
none of
look at that,
yours,
dude. He just
you
left
can't
trees
get with none
floating.
of mine, well then, whatever. I know
And
we're
like,
not
look at how
true.
annoying
I
it
know
is to
directions
get that tree.
myself to travel through. I know we don't breathe enough. I know we eat too much. I know we don't speak enough. I know we believe too much. I know the truth is not to be believed, but to be known and be lived. I know the Vatican went full of many 5,000-year-old scrolls. I know the difference between Yahushua, Moshiach, and Jesus Christ. I know I couldn't find the Hanukkah story in the Torah, because it's not there. I know you can keep your seasons greedy, because they be fleeting in 3 weeks, feeding dead pine trees out the freezing. I know paganism gave birth to Christmas, and I know this is something most don't like to hear, and I know you don't have to like it, because I know that's not why I write it. I know you Sunday worshipers have your own understanding of things. Yo, I know what my own understanding brings.
Why on Bedrock?
I know you'd like a simple
happened to the
touch
old
to heal a
world?
lifetime of dirty living. That's how I know I'm losing your religion. And I know that as I judge, I will be judged. And that's just the path to my perfection, because the spiritual man judges all things, and no worldly man can judge me. I know Africans explored the Americas 2,000 years before Columbus.
Whatever, dude.
I know Greek philosophy is an oxymoron.
Say it again.
I know
Whatever.
Aristotle's disciples robbed the Egyptian mystery libraries, rewrote the books, signed them, and burned the originals.
Tell it.
Whatever, dude.
I know Pythagoras lived well after the building of the first pyramid.
Say it again.
I know the first tarot deck came from the Hebrew alphabet and was never meant to generate money. Somehow, I know I deserve exactly what I get. I know this poem ain't done yet. Even if you'd like it to be. I know this body is just a likeness of me.
See,
I know
look,
I've
he
seen
just
what a
leaves
glimpse of
trees
what it's
floating.
like to be free. I know
It's
damn
like the
well
worst,
food
dude.
is
Just
filling
chop
it.
down little trees.
And I know damn well somebody's not. Which is how I know damn well I'm about to continue to rock. But I know I might have been born here, I live here, but I'm not from here. I know some fear their fantasies shattering into freedom, so they seek the so-called security of surplus, which is what truly hurts us. I know if I won't support the sweatshops, I need to shop at thrift shops. Yo, I know spoken word is hip-hop, and this is spoken word. I know the truth is an offense, but it's not a sin. I know most importantly that I don't know much. Just touch you with a little bit real quick for the sake of our youth. It lives on beyond me. I don't own the truth.
Who is to own the truth? That's crazy talk. Owning the truth.
I'm going to tell you that according to a man who lived on our planet named Einstein, that nothing could travel faster than the speed of light.
I would say that you've misread Einstein, Dr. Powell. May I call you Mark? You see, Mark, what Einstein actually said was that nothing can accelerate to the speed of light because its mass would become infinite. Einstein said nothing about entities already traveling at the speed of light or faster at tachyon speeds.
Tachyon?
Qualitatively speaking, these spoken words reaching the masses like the overlapping of long-lost esoteric texts connected in circles of misinformed isms. Faith is the guide over the gaping chasm beyond the icy peaks of struggle as the peace and beauty of the infinite garden of knowledge. No copyrights to rhythm or all-inclusive visions. Quantify! Some questions asked by skeptics make some answers feel like septic tanks. Toxic. I'd rather just be truth than let you watch it. So now I'm less likely to recite outside of studio sessions or open mic nights. I like healthy hugs and creative conversations with reincarnated ancients, blazing freshly picked sage and smiling at the passers-by.
So now some will say that I've conformed to the new age, and some will smudge the page with sacred, compassionate body language, while I be still and know that they are divine manifestations. All my relations, all my relations, all my relations. We're here to suffer in a good way. I'm hearing and recording, forming and informing, becoming sourced and maybe called sorcery. But of course we can see through the fog of words like quantify. So quickly our responses deprogram and purify. I'm floating through the sky on the wings of angelology. I lack the words to describe what I'm actually doing. Pursuing unity in the depth of opinion and perspective. Gaining self-acceptance through auto-suggestion. I am confident, healthy, and wealthy. And the only purpose of existence is to help me be that I am compassionate, loving, caring, staring down nothing. Something a holistic eye doctor told me. You know you're not supposed to put anything in your eyes, but quantify. I know why they bastardized the names of precious stones, so I could write these precious poems and intone a sense of home. Wherever I roam, the scent of home is Nag Champa, Ethiopian frankincense, and native sage. I'm vicariously reliving all my childhood days through nurturing discipline and allowing my surfacing vision its place in time. Here, now. Creative writing is metaphysical calisthenics. Life, love, and light are verbally biogenic. Curlian photography records the results of all forms of sodomy, but quantify!
Published Bibles on hand paper. Use organic covers, cases, and carriers.
Oh, I need more flint. I can't make arrows without flint. I have a little bit of flint.
Art is time creating a reflection of itself.
To make
the clock is a circular shape in space, trying to take me out of the moment and put me in somebody else's place. Because it bothers them that I have no place in this nuisance of mind chatter of oxymorons. Time consuming your truth. The cost of dying in big cities is rising. And in your meantime, where time seems to be mean, the third dimension's demented devices dividing space to measure time, enslave your mind into dying there. And I'm one to talk, wondering how I'm gonna get this dope little minivan to travel the states and spread this message. Then get back to the PowerPoints and round up the troops. Yo, we gotta grow now. You know how we've invested a whole lot of art in this. Put our heart in this. One of those queens I built a cosmic kingdom with wants to be part of it. It's cool. Everything's going exactly according to our ability to allow it to go the way our mother wants it to. She's been talking to those who have an ear to hear her. It's getting clear now. The time isn't near, it's here now. All around in nature's surround sound and calculated movement. And as I start to feel like it's no longer my job to prove it, I go national, international, stellar, galactic, ultra galactic, and come back with active, subtle love tactics, smashing through rash, rude attitude, through the cadence of conscious content in musical conversations, often taking place in total silence. Be still, my heart beats in sync with Venus. Whatever that means, it seems it's sent to me and meant to be written as a thought at a microcosmic sun flashed within my vision. So I'm following intuition, which leads my logic to become cosmic.
Every time, dude.
Visualizing me,
how annoying.
Visualizing us in harmony with each other. And we return to mother, giving birth to the earth you see when you go to sleep peacefully. You see the unity and beauty of tall trees, and you feel the breeze uninterrupted by concrete streets and buildings, and you be building this vision in your sleep to manifest in your speech and teach. And I'm not just talking to myself or just talking, fronting. Nah, I'm walking, running, building buildings now that'll never be burned down. Water truth to the children, it'll never be turned down. Now, you wanna know exactly how, what we gotta change. Psychoanalyze me strange, cause the answer is everything. See the soul's destinies, intentions. See,
I need
this was
dirt,
meant to
a
be
lot of
me.
dirt.
Breezing through this new world holocaust, lost, found, hugging the ground and giving thanks for wheatgrass. You can eat it, that's cool. It's imperative that it be a meditation tool. The school I keep in inner sight sheds light on incongruence of modern
a store that would
movements like
sell
peace, love,
wheatgrass
hugs, and
juice.
unity. One human family that can't stand to see me flood with other humans of family. Vanity of vanities. Belief systems can't handle these verses.
I'll take this dirt.
To relieve them
This
from
pile
themselves.
of dirt is mine.
Curses smitten. Stop believing in themselves. Rhythmic beer on the beatbox. Electric monkey on the electric guitar. Cosmic wind on the lyrics. Together we be solar monkey now. Go do your homework.
All of those are Inca Astrological signs. That's what he was talking about. Look how dark it gets. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting darker and darker, darker and darker. The monsters come out. Yeah, I switched to Bedrock because I'm trying to get my friends to join.
Sleep loss, stress, skipping meals, weather changes,
What is it?
fumes or
Your
fumes.
boy Adamon,
You may
man.
also want to
Yeah,
keep
come
a
in, man.
daily
The
micro
door is open.
diary to track your headaches.
What's going on, Akil, man? How you
What's up,
feeling, man? How
Chilling
you
out, dude.
feeling?
What's going on with you, man?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What you doing, man?
I'm watching TV, man.
You listening to what he has to say, huh?
Huh.
My kitty cat. Look at my kitty cat. He's like eating my face. He's like
I don't be wanting to let
watching
him
me
into
do
my
what I do.
life, man. He's just telling me what he has to say, you know.
Yeah, whatever,
Ain't nothing
dude.
but a story, man.
You know what you need to do, man, while you're here, man. Yo, why don't you drop that poem that you dropped the other night, man?
Ah!
That joint you dropped?
Yeah,
History, man.
Yeah,
I'm feeling that, man. I've been
Shut
feeling that.
Shut that joint off, man. Let's get into some poetry.
And reduce the number of attacks. And there are prescription drugs like triptans or triptan.
I've been listening closely to his story, recording his story, so I can play it back for him, so he can listen to himself telling his story. Maybe it'll make more sense to him than it does to me. Or maybe he knows it doesn't make any sense to begin with, and that's one part of his story he doesn't tell. Another part of his story he doesn't tell that doesn't make any sense is why it doesn't make any sense to begin with, because he's not sticking to his story. His story is sticking
To you.
and you're becoming part of it, starting a new generation whose way of life is based in his story. It speaks in your daily routines. It speaks in those things that make your house your home. It speaks in the streets and traffic lights and so-called safety signs. It speaks when you do or when you don't, and you're wondering if you should. And sometimes you should, and sometimes you shouldn't. But it seems that his story has defined those times for us. So who is he anyways? And where is he? And where can he be found telling his story? Is he telling it now? Yeah, he's telling it now. Telling it now. In the back of your mind, telling you how. Telling you how this is your leisure time. And can only be your leisure time. But this part of his story has a twist, because I can creep into this part of his story now. Shh. Don't tell him that I'm here, because quiet as is kept, he doesn't know that I'm here. Whispering the whole story slowly, softly into his lady's ear until it becomes abundantly clear to her that she can no longer support him or his story. You see, because it makes her forget her story, my story, your story, the whole story. And I find that as we forget our story, we will pay him to replace it with his story, which is why most artists are starving or working stressful 9 to 5 to survive, wondering when their freedom will be their inspiration. And part of his story is that they will die before that happens, that we will die before you will help us, help you. But that's just part of his story. The distribution of this message is part of my story, which is now part of your story. And I'm asking you to
Yeah, this
tell
is
it
pretty good.
and tell whoever you tell it to.
Hopefully,
tell it to.
AMD
Tell those who tell you that you really shouldn't
will
tell
work
it
on the
like that.
codecs
They really shouldn't
and-
tell you
and
that. Because no matter what anyone says,
Make it even better
consciousness
for
bliss.
streaming.
This is consciousness, and we are conscious of the fact that he is getting pissed on by us telling everyone that he is not the one he claims to be, and that we don't claim to be anyone but who we are, the minority of those who are listening closely to his story, recording his story, so we can play it back for him and hold him accountable.
Hold him
for his
accountable.
story. Hold him accountable.
Donald Trump, hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable. Hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable.
Fuck Donald
for his
Trump.
story.
Fuck Donald Trump. I need cobblestone. Maybe I should just go mining.
Oh, that's good because psychotic. That's wastebasket diagnosis.
Completely traveled here from another planet. What's your diagnosis, jet lag?
Well, how come you didn't respond to the hound dog?
Hound dog can make you more psychotic. It's rare that it does happen.
Look, I'm not saying that medication can't be used
subject for the beta design protocol that directs on clinical trials.
You want to experiment on it before we have a diagnosis?
Do you have some other idea?
He's not a danger to anyone. How about getting to know him first?
In the meantime, we have 10 new transfers to take care of.
How could everything ever be all about me? All that I see, all about me? I never knew what I would be, even existed. Why do you persist with making me think it's different than what is meant? Probably for the same reason I try to change you. I've been changing since before there were words for in the beginning. The science of
My cat's
miracle
bad.
parallels the flow of intuition.
I don't know. He's like
outside help is infinite,
looking
but
to
outside
like
I can sense something is
cause
missing
problems.
and
I can
it's
tell already.
causing me to affect its completion and rest in deep breath and fluid body movements. But if pills are the solution, then you'll have to prove it. I accept nothing, and that's what I'm telling God as I try to meditate. Our conversation is circular,
leave
and
some
the eye
food back.
can't get it straight.
Don't bring all your food
We're
with you.
okay with. That's cooler than an April breeze in the Adirondack Mountains. We're standing before a mountain that can't be touched or seen. Its movement has nothing to do with plate tectonics. It shakes with heaven quakes. Some of us
This
meet
way.
the awakening gratefully. Others pay the beast.
That's funny. That guy showed up out of nowhere just to say like, why aren't you on Java anymore?
Documenting the hieroglyphs of my broken subconscious as hallucinations. I forgive you now, which is how God forgives me. Sets me free, lets me see that freedom's only government is cosmic law. Powerful poetic lines make grooves on my mind so I can rewind the tapes of my memory. Accept this current state is what is meant to be and let it be. Speaking words of wisdom brings serenity, nurtures the unity of our subtle energy. Can't you see deliverance standing to the left of me? My mental illness is letting yours get to me. How could everything ever be all about me? All that I see, all about me. The microcosmic unit, channeling cosmic blueprints to expand my overstanding of life, spanning beyond the wingspan of two cherubim hovering over my pineal gland. Nobody was chosen or promised land, and yet I'm not saying that that allegory was nothing more than just a story. I can sense your poor listening skills, but I'll still drop it. Telling you you don't understand defies my own sense of logic. You don't understand. I can contradict my own contradictions to negate your perception of my hypocrisy. Spirit is not constricted to creating logically, so it's okay if you don't follow me. In fact, I'd rather that you leave me or just leave me alone. Cause I know you don't like what I have to say, and it's not about the tone. So I might as well be blunt and loud. I refuse to front, I'm proud of the grace and the courage to face you squarely and say, I strive to live carefree on land where we don't set a border, and it's safe to drink the water, and wonder why Big Brother wants us to barter our mother for some other common denominator besides the greater good. But see, since we knew that he would, we don't live lazy, laid back like some drugged up 60s hippies. We stay ready, cause I'm not just paranoid. You are out to get me, and everything is all about me. All that I see is all about me.
That is Robert Porter.
Prot, that's you. You and Robert Porter are the same person.
That's patently absurd. I'm not even human.
Can't you at least admit the possibility?
I will admit the possibility that I am Robert
The
Porter.
bow in Bedrock is more like a gun.
Possibility.
When you shoot it in Java, it's like a artillery. You have to lob it. It's more like a lobbing, and this is more like a gun.
Medicated by the cadence of conscious content and musical conversation. Observing the growth and patience it takes to listen and finally find some gratitude for everything
Look at that dude right behind me. All these monsters
From the mind
spawn.
rush to the mental hospitals to the shadows of the hidden gospels, I'm deeper than speaking.
Oh shit, they're gonna
But
kill
I
me.
keep seeking the words to draw you the picture and live my life as an example of forgotten scripture. Stay fixated on the law of the inner vision, seize my aboriginal state. That stress that'll make you break is fake. Escape through spoken word, escape through whatever takes
So
you
he came
back
over
to
from over here.
now, living now.
A lot of zombies,
Across
dude.
plastic streets in the hot summer heat, sweating the formula for personality alchemy. 'Cause I used to be a walking fallacy, and now I'm free from any chains of how you see me. Now you see me speaking this freely, frequently. Frankly, I feel
Dude,
like
monsters spawn from every little dark spot. Holy crap, look at all those monsters.
These sacred geometric shapes we place on paper, 'cause part of my path is to take a look in a sacred book and keep looking. Even if it's contradicting with how I've been living, and keep looking. Even if it's
Look how bad this
contradicting with
is.
organized religion, and keep looking.
Like I'm clicking,
Even if it's
like I can spam click,
contradicting
but
all my
man,
peers'
look at all those
opinions, and keep
monsters.
looking. Even if I'm offending with these insights that I mentioned, keep looking. Chill.
Ah.
Start moving through the example of my life is one way that all quivers, and it's dangerous to say that there's no easy way. That there's no easy way. That there's no easy way. That there's no easy way.
Okay. Woo! That was like pretty intense.
Contents and musical conversations. Most of them occur with musicians, martial arts masters, and certified nutritionists, and the rest of you pretty much think this vision is chemically induced and produces something useless, strung out on sun-dried mangoes, healing festival, revolutionary rebels that take this revolution to a whole level. Liquidate your karma for some citrus.
Oh
fruit
no,
and
my
one
headset
flight to
is
the tree of
crapping
life.
out again.
Rejuvenation center in Patagonia,
Every fucking
Arizona.
time.
Own up
It's
to
like
your
7
part
o'clock,
of the
right?
reformation,
Alright.
meditation, and affirmation. Stated, created, tap in and watch it happen. Your
I'm not your
actions
guy, but-
matter, your matter is never stagnant. You're part of the solution or part of the confusion. It's as simple as A, B, C. But we think it's like astrophysics, or only live by mystics. You fall in love with this simplistic 3.5 minutes of conscious content and musical conversations while I'm medicated by the cadence.
These caves are crazy. They go forever, man. Like, I was just gonna, like, go long enough so I could... I'm at the bottom. Ah, that's funny. Okay. Get some iron. Iron!
Thank you, Mother. Life.
I wonder if I was dreaming when I first thought about dream time. Back in middle school I got caught dreaming of the nights. Dreaming of all my surrounding peers becoming distant emanations of light. But in the midst of this miseducation, one day back in Hebrew school I got caught dreaming of the nights. Dreaming of all my surrounding peers becoming distant emanations of light. Within the midst of this misinterpretation of misinformation. And the rabbi tapped me lightly on the shoulder to tell me that Metatron was misinformed. But wait, maybe that was last night's night dream, summing up all the lessons of every day back in Hebrew school. I wonder if the family I was born into wants to allow me to dream during my allotted dream time. I don't think they do.
In fact, I think their conditioned me to call it allotted dream time.
Oh, hey.
To begin life with implants into dreams. The background screams. This
Diamond
isn't infinite.
in the rough.
Nah, your time is limited and heightened until time showed me that it was never mine
There's
to
a lot of
begin with.
diamonds here.
Because in the beginning, before the birth of dimensions, for matter to move through galactic systems and matter's movement to be measured by shadows cast. Time.
Oh my God, that was all my
time,
torches.
Moving you to move through your condition, decondition,
All right, well, I guess that's it for me.
recondition your conditioner, and time's dream comes true through me, through you, when we edify the listener.
So, like, I think I'm
edify
most
the
limited
listener.
now by
Edify
torches.
the listener. Steadily deep breathing helps me keep dreaming, even when my physical's not sleeping. Even when my physical's not sleeping, steadily deep breathing helps me keep dreaming. My spiritual sleep was 6 feet deep, in desperate need of grave diggers, giving the gift of a pick, sickle, and shovel to dig myself. Yeah, so now I dig my inner higher self and tell everyone about how dream time anxiously awaits the mind's infinite expansion. In my father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, these words wouldn't flow like this, couldn't flow like this, wouldn't float like this. Kid is gifted, nah, chill, just listen. This is truly truth flowing through me, not of me or from me. And once we can see that, we have time to dream. That time is our dream, and that dream is all we really have time for. This will be the sign that dream is no longer timed by 9 to 5. Or kept comfortably nestled within the confines of fluffy comforters, candlelight, incense, herbal tea, gourmet coffee, and house slippers. I'm falling awake now, agitating your vain philosophy and making no apology, because it's gotta be done by someone. I'm someone, so it's getting done now. Nobody can stop that. It's slipping into topics of discussion at suburban dinner tables, becoming the icon of future fables to tell the children. We got millions of metaphors to dematriculate. Sit back and wait for them to contemplate quotation marks like metaphor. Dream time is ever so subtly separated, but not for me. The factor, I quote MCs, discipline and repetition of positive thought is how it benefits me. When you know what you are, then you will come and get with me and dream the tendency to dream time back into dream. Peace, mother. Thank you for letting me share that with you. Thank you for sharing this with me.
Two janky bows, I can put them together.
I miss home. I miss home. I miss home. My heart is where the silence roams through earthly mirror smoke. I miss home. My heart is with the movement folk. I miss home. My heart is with the hope that all my confrontational poems be spoken with love. And my heart is with the hope that this wordsmith invokes tones that make you miss home and begin to wonder where your heart is. I miss home. I don't want to be like any mic I've ever known except the microphone. And the more I miss home, the louder God's instruments play, telling me to say God here now, because that's what the masses say. Now here. I mingle with an infinite diversity of gifted beings, and sometimes it seems to us that we've all transcended each other because we miss home. And our heart is with our perfected family. You miss home, but your heart is with futile delusions of finding fake riches regardless of the spiritual overhead. So you're dead. Expecting, respecting copyrights and taxes, trespassing in my head as I move into my heart and begin to miss home less. So
I have to pay taxes.
homelessness is abundance, and once this is my position,
I don't have to pay taxes.
find
I get a
myself
refund.
conveniently positioned in castles
Because I'm
surrounded
poor.
by rivers.
Get it? Ha ha ha
Long
ha
distance
ha.
calling all the queens I've met along the way to say, come stay for the weekend and we can wake up with the sun, qigong and yoga. Stretch your possibles into probables, and all self-created obstacles are shattered into plane tickets. Pocket change for raw organic plant life and quantum workshops that'll stop me from wasting word energy. Home's missing me now, hoping to catch me between planetary healing projects just to play the devil's advocate. Yeah, but this isn't quite what you had in mind when you started. Yeah, I know. I've even departed from what I thought the theme of this poem would be. As a matter of fact, I might be discovering that it's not even poetry, but just a run-on sentence A one-way conversation surrounded by props to make you stop and focus your attention on the lesson. You just forgot about at least half of what you've been stressing. So take off your shoes and socks and watch the silence in her mirror smoke. You're home. You're home. You're home. Yo, let these words echo through you.
Any coal?
I own nothing. No land, no house, no clothing, no white picket fence, no pets, no children, no truth. No school of ancient thought, no movement for the youth. No conditioned vision of sorrow for tomorrow. I can't borrow avocados or trade them for bananas. I'm what some call lonely. Divine love in that space, for lack of better words, is holy. Hold your pure perfected visions closely. Hug someone you think you've only just met but that you've known for 6,000 years. Expand your inner stance on what defines your peers. I own nothing, not even nothingness, so the response to this CD seen as meaningless paradox.
CD? That's how old this is.
Shell with no sticker on the side, and after breaking fruit I'll take a ride in a transcendence cocoon. Provided by creation, guided by its musicians to recondition infinite gratitude. I own nothing, no physical blemishes, no imperfect messages, no problems, no stresses, no luck, no blessings, no form of worship or direction in service. I own nothing, no responsibility, no sin, no purity, no transformative awareness of the homonyms. Break fast with light fruit to see peace within you.
Dude,
I
this
own
guy's
nothing,
rhymes are
no
crazy.
Discovery, no enhanced memory,
They're
no
great.
calculated path back to remembering that I control destiny. No philosophy, no apology, no confession, no life lesson, no building session, no past, no present, no future, no woman's heart, no game, no fame, no fortune, no degree, no career, no fear, no clear vision or perspective, no family connections. I own nothing. No pocket change, no bills, no budget, no overconsumption, no pointless vain discussions, no healing festivals, no soldiers, no rebels, no levels of consciousness, no righteous indignation, no nation, no borders, no water, no topsoil, no sun, no air, and so I'm starting to feel like I'm almost there. But no fair. No end, no death, no running out of breath or desire to get it off my chest. No resting place, no house in the suburbs, no summer house on a lake, no 401k. No retirement plan, no constricted lifespan, no way, no idea what else I could say, but no thoughts, no words, no rhythm, no verse, no title. I own nothing, own nothing.
Alright, I should make a farm.
Misfits is hip hop, cause rap made misfits. Used to tell us how to live, now we doing it diff. See, you steered me wrong, so now I'm making it right. Spent the 90s on the side, but this millennium's mine. 9 years back, conception of facts inside my mind. 91 became a hip hop junkie. Check the rhyme, the scenario. 9 Deuce, Snoop and Dr. Dre put me on to the chronic. I was never the same. 1993, I entered the stage. Got a clan.
Talk about the 90s, dude.
Bugs, my man. 9-4, kicked a brand new flavor in your ear, bringing the pain. Flows ilmatic like Nasir. 9-5, Biggie said that he was ready to die. 9-6, heads checking the score, cause stakes is high. Tupac knew that cause all eyes was on him. In 97, him and Big showed him war, nobody wins. But it's all about the Benjamins, fuck it. 98, come hustlers and thugs trying to get their weight up. Like pun, no, I'm still not a player. Still, I'm ripping tracks. 9-9, pay my dues, 2K, now pay me back. I always cry inside when I be thinking about the hard road leading me here and now. Tears in my eyes, sometimes I reminisce my era, what I'm all about.
Okay.
My era, my era, my era, my era, my era.
And my era was torn hard, no sugar-coated lies. My era was pain, no complaining, a petty crying. Kept all my hurt trapped within these lines, but I'm taking it all now. This millennium is mine. And my era was hard, pain-filled days are hard.
Oh wait, did I get the water? So what I need to do is figure out where I'm gonna make my farm. It's gonna be right there, I see it. Just here.
Mad laughs, bust mad jokes every time they spoke. Only concerned with my mixture, not the feelings they broke, but all the tears I cried as a kid were dried by the rough exterior behind the man with hide. I took over their cliques, I made morphs and shifts. I made the chicks who used to diss quick jump on my dick. Then we ran game, mischief, forged love, flipped it. But I can't forget the bastard always knew I was a misfit. I found love for self, never caring a lot about what you thought of me or the things that I rock. And from growing up hot, my back was God on blocks until I got jumped. In fact, I just stood there and watched this when I learned forever, no trust without measure. You created misfit, I burn with my error.
I don't see any coal. I need to find coal, man.
Good or bad, no regrets, no resent. God bless the shit I have. No regrets, no resent. What I done, good or bad, no regrets, no resent. God bless. What's next? Got to wonder, I guess. Or the stress, I release it when I write in my journal a rhyme text. The test, stand strong on my own.
I should probably like turn down my mouse
Can't tell me how to live, yo, what makes
sensitivity so it's less jarring for my audience.
JC facts and facts, I speak through poetry. Who I am, my fam, they get my heart. They was there from the start. My mama raised me smart, I perfected my art. Never doubt me to my face, but I knew who to face. Talk shit behind my back, wanting facts to break. Won't discourage me from living my dreams or get between me and flow. Everything that I've seen is what I know. Can't say my life sucks or through positive eyes. Even on my way down, I was plotting the rise. Schemes and wicked lies, addiction, my size, all things I'll have to battle till the day that I die. But my era unforgettable, my era would train me. My era wouldn't change it for nothing, my era made me.
Okay, let's make a farm here. Let's make a farm. So where's the center of the farm? How about like right here? The first, I mean, not the center, but like what here? I got all this water. Let's make a pool. Make a pool. Not there. Make the pool over here, dude. Alright. Unlimited water.
Did you know? Times in 1 year.
Almost done with the music.
In the current
then I'll have to be
standard
talking.
Calendar, a month doesn't correspond to one natural cycle. Did you know?
I think
the
this is
word
a good idea.
calendar
Listen.
comes from the Roman word calens, which was the name of the account book, the book recording monthly debts and bills to be paid. Did you know time isn't money? Did you know September means 7, but is the 9th month? Did you know March is named for Mars, the Roman god of war? Did you know July and August are named for Julius and Augustus Caesar? The current 12-month calendar is made of months of unequal measure, 31 days, 28 or 29 days, 31 days, 30 days, 31 days, 30 days, 31 days, 31 days, 30 days, and 31 days. If you have a crooked standard of measure and follow it because your parents were also following it, isn't it still crooked? Time is the atmosphere of the mind, a mentally perceived phenomenon. So if you have a crooked or inaccurate measure of time, you will create a crooked mind. Change the calendar, change the time, change your mind. This is not the first time people have used a 13-moon calendar. The Druids kept a tree calendar, a count of 13 months of 28 days each, plus 1 day. They were not the only ones to keep such a calendar. The Incas, ancient Egyptians, Mayans, and the Polynesians all kept a 13-moon, 28-day count. The Lakota Indians kept a 13-moon, 28-day count, based on the Kia, or turtle. since the turtle has 13 scales on its back. Modern science has discovered that even dolphins keep time with 13 sets of 28 grooves along their teeth. In actuality, the moon goes around the Earth 13 times a year. This means that the 13-moon calendar is a genuine solar-lunar calendar, which means that it measures the Earth's orbit around the sun by the lunar average of 28 days. 13 perfect months of 28 days equals 52 perfect weeks of 7 days equals 364 days. The 365th day is called the day out of time because it is no day of the week or month at all. This day, which falls on the Gregorian correlate day of July 25th, is a day for forgiveness and the artistic celebration of life and freedom. The synchronization or New Year's date of the 13-moon calendar is July 26th and corresponds to the rising of the great star Sirius. This makes the 13-moon calendar a tool for harmonizing ourselves with the galaxy. For more information, see tortuga.com, Tortuga.com, or 13mooncalendar.com. Free yourselves from bondage.
Which, you know, I dig. I dig that idea. What a good idea.
To
I have a
focus my
track of like
attention on the divine radiance when humanity's eyes are on the material world is not easy. But the most difficult of all is to be the thoughts of the Most High, to speak the words of the Most High, and to do the will of the Most High. As the son inherits the land of his father, so have we inherited a holy land from our fathers. This land is not a field to be plowed, but a place within us, where we may build our holy temple. And even as a temple must be raised stone by stone, so will I give to you those stones for the building of the holy temple, that which we have inherited from our fathers and their fathers' fathers. The holy temple can be built only with the ancient communions, those which are spoken, those which are thought, and those which are lived. For if they are spoken only with the mouth, they are as a dead hive which the bees have forsaken that gives no more honey. The communions are a bridge between man and the angels, and like a bridge can be built only with patience. Yea, even as the bridge over the river is fashioned stone by stone as they are found by the water's edge. And the communions are 14 in number, as the angels of the heavenly Father number 7, and the angels of the earthly mother number 7. And just as the roots of the tree sink into the earth and are nourished, and the branches of the tree raise their arms to heaven, so is man like the trunk of the tree, with his roots deep in the breast of his earthly mother, and his soul ascending to the bright stars of his heavenly Father. And the roots of the tree are the angels of the earthly mother, and the branches of the tree are the angels of the heavenly Father. And this is the sacred tree of life, which stands in the sea of eternity. Peace be with you.
All right. That was Ottoman, Poetry of Life. Somebody gave me a CD, like let me borrow a CD back in like, I think the aughts. It might have been in the late 90s. No, it was the aughts. It was the aughts. Like 20 years ago. Like early aughts. Before I went to Japan. And while I lived in Reno. And yeah, I tried to find it on the internet to see if he had more, and no one knows who he is. Like, I cannot find it no matter what. So maybe the magic of Google, through its all-powerful copyright machine, will lead me, finally, after all these years, to the group or person or entity that created that album. That's a great album, dude. I love that. Was like really, really good spoken word. It was really, really good, like rap and hip hop. It was just really good. It was really good. and I wanted to get more, more, but I couldn't figure out where he was or who it was or anything. So, like, that was it. That was the end. Like, oh well. But now, through the power of Google's censorship of music, we're gonna find out. That's not censorship of music. Come on, dude. You're making sure that the artist has some semblance of control over their music. Like, you don't want to, like, you don't want, like, Nazis fucking taking your music and using it. Of course not. Like, Donald Trump has stolen YMCA from the Village People. It sucks. He shouldn't be able to play that. He got sued for all the songs that he tries to steal, unless the artists are like MAGA Nazis. MAGA Nazis. I think I'm gonna settle on that term right there. MAGA Nazi. Because they're essentially Nazis, right? But they're not Nazis, traditional Nazis. They're MAGA. They're MAGA Nazis. And it's literally a cult, because they reinforce the cult on one another. Like, for example, let me give you a real world example of this. These two boomer ladies are talking to one another. One of the boomer ladies lives in California, and I say boomer lady, dude. I'm gonna get old, and they're gonna call me a Gen Xer, an Xer, or whatever. I don't know what they're gonna call me, and I'll be but one of these older ladies doesn't read the news and only listens to what her friends tell her. Her friends all listen to Fox News and right-wing radio stations. So the only thing she hears from her friends are right-wing talking points from a right-wing perspective. And she never challenges it. In fact, she tries to reproduce it by talking to this other lady. So this other lady was hearing this basically gossip from her friend, and then would tell me it, and I'd be like, no, that's totally incorrect. What, how, where did you get this from? And she's like, oh, I was just talking to my friend, that's all. And that's what she said. And I'm like, but it's it's totally wrong. And the lady would say, oh, I don't believe it, but I was just telling you what she said. And then that would happen all the time. She would always be telling me what her friend said. Oh, she didn't believe it, but let me tell you what she said. And then I started to see that, yes, actually, in a lot of ways, she did believe it, because it influenced her behavior. So I did not want to lose a friend to Nazis. So I started becoming, I started like pushing back hard, pushing it back against what her friend was telling her. And it took a while, and I had to use a lot of articles and proof and a lot of discussion. It took a while, but what that lady stopped, started to realize, wait a minute, yeah, that person's saying nonsense. They're just hearing what their friends tell them and repeating it. So I'm like, why don't you try to have a discussion? Talk to one another. And she's like, okay, I'll show her. She gives me all these articles, but let me give her. So this lady gave articles of the opposing viewpoint, political viewpoint, to this other lady, to her friend. And her friend, what did her friend do? Her friend deleted it. Didn't even bother to look at it, didn't research it, because whenever Lady A talked to Lady Lady P, Lady A would always push these talking points, and it would be up to Lady G to do the work to find the truth and find out that no, that's actually not true. But she had to actually do all the research and learn how to do it and everything. And then she would come back and tell Lady A, hey, Lady A, that thing you told me was incorrect, was wrong. And Lady A would say, well, I don't Hello, hello. There it goes. It's back. Holy shit. Hold on a second. Are we back online? We're back online. Okay, I think we're back online. So Lady A would say a bunch of BS, and it would be up to Lady G to dig out all that BS and find the truth. And then when she found the truth, she would come back to Lady A and give her the truth that she found. And Lady A fucking threw it out. Just tossed it aside. All the labor that Lady G had put in, it wasn't labor that Lady G wanted. It was labor that Lady A put onto Lady G. And then after all that hard work of coming to find the truth, Lady G returns back to Lady A and gives her the truth, and Lady A throws it out like it's trash. And then what does Lady A do? Gives her another stupid thing that she heard from her friends, that Lady G then has to go back and do research on to find out, no, this is bullshit. And then come back and tell Lady A, hey, I found out that's not really true. This is what's really true. And then just for Lady A to fucking toss it out aside again. So Lady G like, help me out, Pogo Kiddo, help me out, Pogo. So I'm like, sure. Show her these articles. Like, just show her these videos. These are videos of Donald Trump talking to Vladimir Putin. This is a recording of Donald Trump literally asking Georgia to overthrow the election and quote find him enough votes for him to win the Georgia. I mean, it's on tape, and all she has to do is listen to it. And Lady A deleted it before ever even looking at it. She said, look, Lady G, I understand you're trying to show me these things, but if all my friends are conservatives, and if they see me having this on my page, they're going to get angry at me, and I don't want my friends to get angry at me. And besides, it's not going to change my mind. Even if I did read it, it wouldn't change my mind. So that's where we're at. I think Lady G is starting to realize that she had to do a whole bunch of work to get out of a cult. Because that's what it is. The members of the cult reinforce it on the other people. And they won't let, they get like, yeah, they use social pressure to stop people from even looking at alternative viewpoints or even discussing it. I guess it can go both ways. Not really, because I have had examples of where you can't even have discussions on the left wing side too. I mean, it depends, right? I guess you could. But in the whole time, dude, what a fucking, like, why would you be such a piece of shit like that? It's the microphone I'm talking to. This headset, it keeps cutting out. Oh. Anyways, so yeah, she's starting to realize that she's having to do a bunch of work to maintain this relationship. And she wants to keep the relationship, but she doesn't want to have to do all this work for the other person, just for, Lady G doesn't want to have to do all this work to maintain the relationship just for Lady A to like give her more work to do. and disrespect Lady G by ignoring the labor that it took to find the truth and not even discuss it. But yeah, I wouldn't say I transformed a person from MAGA back to an American. I think I prevented an American from being transformed into MAGA. My mom, or oh shit, Lady G was getting pulled into MAGA because that's what Lady A is. By this point, Lady A is MAGA. She's a MAGA Nazi, and she doesn't understand it, and she won't admit it. And she seems like the nicest person, but she uses her political power to summon fascism. Right? She's the nicest person and she's the nicest person. And they've been friends for years. But that person's going to use their political power to destroy democracy and bring fascism and untold terror and horror and suffering to America. That's what she's going to do. So how do you maintain a relationship with a person who's trying to basically summon the apocalypse? Because Donald Trump represents, like, literally the end of democracy. He said as much. He wants to be king. He didn't say he wants to be king, but if you put together the pieces of what he said, he says he's the president, number one. He says the president is immune, number two. Number three, he's always harping on law and order. So he doesn't mean it for him, obviously. He means it for you and me. It's law and order for you and me, but not for Donald Trump, not for the king. He says he wants to like do away with the term limit for the president. He said on camera, "Oh yeah, let's just cancel the election, make me president." And then he said, "Oh yeah, I want to be dictator for a day." And then you see him buddy with all the dictators and quote strong men. He's always talking about that bullshit. So yeah, in terms for the American experiment in democracy, he would be the apocalypse. He would be the end of it. The absolute end of it. It would be over. I mean, there are some people who argue, like, there are some minorities who were historically persecuted. And some of them might say that it's never been democracy. That it's always been a white supremacist thing. The way they evidence it is by the behavior of Joe Biden in relation to Palestine. Joe Biden is willing to sacrifice, to risk his presidency. He's willing to risk his presidency to effectuate a genocide. And like, who's gonna vote for a guy like that? I would never vote for Donald Trump, but that's not Joe Biden's opponent. Joe Biden's opponent is the non-voter. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Joe Biden was doing pretty good, pretty damn good. Like all signs are pointing to great for Joe Biden, except, well, okay, COVID's kind of shitty, right? Because it's coming back, but that might just be a seasonal thing. I don't know. But yeah, otherwise, the only thing I can think of, like, offhand, without like doing research, is how he's handling Palestine, because he doesn't understand, but he's wrecking our reputation. He's wrecking our reputation He's wrecking any goodwill that any nation might have for us. He's wrecking it by showing that we effectuate genocide in the modern present day. It's not something of the past. We're actually making it real today. So Joe Biden is thinking and hoping that it'll just blow over, but just like he didn't think that just like he didn't think that anyone would notice the genocide, they misjudged it. Social media is different now. Social media has changed things a lot. And they can't gatekeep the narrative as effectively as they have before in the past. So it's going to keep coming up. Joe Biden's big speech today before women, he was speaking. He's going out there, and right now Joe Biden is going out there and like trying to use the bones, dude. Oh no. He's starting to campaign. Now it's pretty clear that Donald Trump is going to be the nominee for the Republican nominee. So Joe Biden is going to go out there and start campaigning against Donald Trump. Okay, but the thing is, so he's going out there and trying to reach each demographic. And the first demographic he went to was the Black American demographic. He went to a church, and a black church, and he gave his speech to the Black Americans. But his speech was interrupted by people asking about Palestine at a black church. And so it was disrupted, and they tried to say, yeah, rah, it'll go away. But then it happened again. And then it happened again. Again, and then I can't remember what, but then number 2, I can't remember what. But number 3 was Biden was instead of the group of black people, now he was in front of a group of women. And he was talking about abortion rights. And in the middle of his speech, he was interrupted 14 times by protesters. What kind of protesters? Protesters for Palestine, to stop the genocide. That's like 3 times Joe Biden's been stopped by different groups in different venues. The black church, the Black American church, the women's group, and then I think one more. I have to go look it up. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, it's happening. Like it's going to be sustained, which means Joe Biden's going to lose those voters. He's going to get rid of Biden voters. Still vote. I'm not saying they're not going to vote. They'll still vote because there's other candidates down ballot that they want to help out that aren't tied to Joe Biden. But Joe Biden owns the genocide in Gaza. He owns it. And so, but we're not. But they're not like MAGA. Well, I don't know. I think the way Joe Biden could so for MAGA, Donald Trump could fucking murder somebody on Fifth Avenue and they wouldn't care. They would still vote for him. But it doesn't work that way for that's because MAGA are it's a cult. But it doesn't work that way for Joe Biden. He's not a cult leader, Joe Biden. He's a government official for democracy. He's a candidate for the presidency. And if you're going to use the presidency to effectuate genocide, then you're not the right candidate for it. If you can get somebody else, sure, but no one else is stepping up. That Dean Phillips guy is trying to, but he's more like a Republican plant. So, and then what? RFK Jr., same thing, plant. Andrew Yang, yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, so Dems don't really have anybody other than Biden. But if there were, sure, right? I don't know if he would do anything, if Biden would do anything to help out and but he Israelis. I think there was a ceasefire offered by somebody, but it wasn't taken, and they each blame the other for not taking it. And I don't know enough to say who's right. Anyways, so that's scary, man. It's a bad situation to be in. When Biden's got to do something about the Palestinian situation. Like, I think if he wants to get back the voters, he should make the Palestinian state, and not the stupid little, like, at least 1967 borders. I think that's like a start, but it still doesn't seem very fair. Like, how can you have a nation cut in two like that, with a city at one side, a city and its port at one side, and the rest of the people at, like ridiculous. I don't know. If Joe Biden can solve that, maybe like he'll get back the voters. All right, here we go. Yay. It's a perilous game. I need to make a basement. Because this going up for stuff constantly is like awful. Like, or at least stairs down. But yeah, dude, MAGA people, they're like, you can't even talk to them. Because they no longer adhere to, that's the thing. Once a person's too far gone, it's like they no longer adhere to reason or to stand or to any kind of like standard, because they don't believe in truth anymore. Oh, I have coal. I can make torches out of coal, dude. All right. Yes. Okay. Here, I can go like go look for more. I'll use the coal to look for more coal. Now, the coal is usually pretty high. Like, the higher you are, the better, but I don't see any mountains. And this is a hill, so this is higher than anywhere else on this plane. So, let's just start, like, right at the stone layer, right here. Right here. Cave. That's cool. Just breaks that. Not even working. I need it right. I mean, 8 o'clock. Do that before I go to bed. Yeah. Awful. So bad. Logitech, why would you make such a crappy... Oh, cool. Why would... Listen to it. Believe it. Over and over and over. Shake my head. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm playing Bedrock yeah, Bedrock, because this is my friend is on Nintendo Switch, and this is how we can play with one another. So what do we got here? I need a roof. Yeah, dude, a roof. I'm gonna make it out of slabs. Because slabs break. Slabs don't or burn. I mean, slabs don't cry. Should probably make my roof out of slabs too. It's such a pain. Yeah, that's what I said. Such a pain. That's my headset wigged out again. Grr. Yay, yay, hee hoo. Yay, oh hoo. Oh, boo. It's alright. It's the seed. Nope. Try again. So I think dude is making his own little house over there. Like, which means I can probably change stuff around that he made. What do I care? This whole episode's gonna get like copyrighted, and I'm hoping this whole episode gets copyrighted, copyrights it, so I can figure out who this person is. That's so funny. And if not, I'm gonna keep playing it. I don't agree with all of it, but enough of it is cool. And I'm gonna get a new headset. Yay, yay for me. Oh, I need a headset so bad. And you know what? If I had that headset with I mean, I can do it right now. I don't need to go get a fancy new headset. I can do it right now. Is put in a monitor so I hear myself. Oh, but I can't because you know what? It'll be delayed, and that delay is like pretty significant. It really messes with you, or with me. Dirt should have been the thing I used the entire time. Oh, hey, you know what? Today is oh no. Ah, damn it, dude. Alright, here, bear with me. The long way. Oh no, wait. Maybe not. Open location. Open file location. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay. You're still with me? Remove these and drag those here. Today is a guy I know. His name is Daryl Lee. He's a musician. Daryl Lee. And right now he's living in Portland. I think he's homeless. Kind of sucks. Today is his birthday. He's 58 years old. I don't have I don't think he has a PayPal to send him money or anything. I don't know how to, but yeah, today is his birthday. And like a long time ago, 20 years ago, he sat in my apartment and recorded, or no, he didn't sit in my apartment. He showed me these. He made these. And yeah, they're awesome. Should I play him? Sure, man. Come on. Ooh. Too loud. Oops, I forgot. I was looking for a way to get him money, to figure out how to send him money. It's his birthday, man. I want to send him money. I only have like I only have PayPal. I don't have any other way of sending money. I don't have Venmo or any of this stuff. So it's always kind of way we have money. How can I send you money? Like, you can't send PayPal to Venmo? Like, why not? That would make it a lot easier. Like, PayPal to Venmo to Fast Cash or whatever. Like, if there was interoperability, it'd be a lot easier and better instead of spreading your money around or being stuck on one platform. But then it's like, why not? They become banks, basically. They're basically banks at that point. Why not just... I mean, they kind of already are, right? I mean, I don't get any... Well, not really, because you don't get any interest. They don't make loans off of it. They make their money through a cut every time you move money around. They're not actually... Like, a bank, like, makes loans and shit. And investments. PayPal just takes a cut every time you move it. Trying to figure out how to get money to Daryl Lee. It's his birthday today, and this is his song, his music. It's like really, really cool. I'm like zoning out, man. It's like as chill as can be. Dream is over. Okay, I have no bone meal. I can't make it go any faster. Hey, you zombie. Gonna go hunt for food, I guess. Oh. Why on Bedrock? Because because I'm trying to play with other people that I know in real life. And their computer, if it's on their computer, then they can't do the game. They could, no, it's their kid. It's their kid that, like, they don't want to do the game. Their kid does. That's the whole point. Faster. Yeah, you need like a flamethrower to get through that cave. Like, there's just so many mobs in there. Maybe I could throw TNT or something. Okay, I should make like a cow farm. Let's start. I've got crops, right? I've got wheat, so I can pull guys. So that's a good idea. We deposit some of this stuff instead of just running around looking stupid. You know, this music sounds like video game music. Like a boss level or something. I'm trying to figure out where am I gonna put this farm? On the other side, huh? Nah, why? It's just spreading it around for no reason. Alright, so the crop, if I make this bigger, it's going to come over here. In fact, I should probably now. Why even wait, you know? So, oh wait. Yeah, I want to leave a space so I can put light. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it. Yeah, give Daryl B money. Happy birthday. Please don't make me open a new account on some other service just to send you money. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. The easiest. All I need are seeds and carrots. All I need is more. So like that's the thing. I can't tell if they're done or not. Some of them are done, but not all of them. I mean, like I can't tell. Okay, almost done. I need to re-up my little thing here. My hoe. Re-up my hoe. Oh, I can't. Make it out of cobblestone. Oh, I can't. All right, here. So that's the music. Today's Daryl Lee's birthday, and yeah, he was sick recently. He said he was like sick, had a fever, but it's not good. I'm not sure how secure is his housing. And Portland is cold. Oh wait, water. Am I forgetting something? Forsooth. I really dig that idea about changing the calendar. You know, Japan has their own like calendar that they never really ditched. Like, why would they, right? Everyone's got every culture has its own. Like the Chinese have their own calendar. You know, like what is the calendar? Like everyone everyone's knows that there's 0, right? And then there's like 1 AD, 2 AD, 3 AD, or whatever. Maybe it's different, the current era. Maybe it's CE. I don't know. But then, but like it used to be, for me, growing up, Gen X, it used to be BC, like before Christ, and then AD, which is I don't know if that is, but it was based on the birth of Christ. Our whole time system, like in terms of years, is based on the birth of Christ, of not Christ, but of Jesus, the birth of Jesus. That's why I said it was BC, because before Christ or whatever. But yeah, so man, my mouth is really dry. Hold on. Oh, it's dangerous. Don't wait here. See, I need stairs. Make more stairs. All right, I'm gonna get something to drink. But yeah, it used like so for Westerners, for us, when I grew up, I realized that there's a bigger world with other cultures, and those cultures have had a way of telling time before they met the West. Or how crazy is that to have a time, your calendar be based on the birth of Christ, of Jesus, the birth of Jesus, like, and then even then when he's counting off the calendar, the months, the days, 30 days, 31 days, 27 days, or 28 days, 30 days, 31 days, 30 days, 30 days. Like I don't remember the whatever, but the pattern. But yeah, it's all crooked. It's all crooked. And you can absolutely fix that. Like I mean, absolutely fix it and straighten it out. Because that by using a different system. And we're Americans. We're Americans. Why do we, as Americans, have to use some time system based on Roman shit? When we Americans have our own time system, we have our own way of telling time. We can inherit it. I mean, basically, we can inherit the Incan system, or was it the Mayan calendar? That's the moon calendar, right? Remember, he was talking about Ottoman was talking about the measure of time, how you measure time. And he's right. we have like our name, the names of our months are all are basically like all like switched around. Everything's switched around. And then you had like pagan rituals or pagan religions, like holidays, overwritten with Christian holidays. It's the same holiday, but now you're Christian. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, as Americans, why would we use a time system it's totally messed up? Yeah, like we have, yeah, and then when he said that, did you know that Mars is the Roman war of God? And March is based on Mars, who's the Roman war of God. And I'm like, yeah, you know why March is the war of God? Because that's early spring. That's when armies launch their offensive. That's when you begin war. Traditionally. Because you can't fight in the winter time. No one fights in the winter time. You have to wait until like the weather's clear enough that you guys can go out there and do it. And March is like the earliest that spring starts. The Iraq War, when the United States went to war in Iraq, was in March. The earliest they could, right at spring. Yeah. So that's why, and that's why it's the god of war, because that's war. When you march, you march for war. And so we have an entire, that that makes sense, right? That's because but I mean, in a way, war is not necessarily like something you should base your time on. A time for war, like why do you make time for war? I guess sometimes it's necessary, but really, is it a time for war? I don't know, like there's other names we could give it. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to name it that. Name it. We have our own names. Why do you have to use some old Roman shit? Like literally, like America has its own system of telling time, and it's superior. It's superior. Not only is it its own system, but it's a superior system. It's one that actually aligns to the stars, and actually aligns to the moon, and actually aligns to what's physically actually there. And not some abstract concept of war. Like by living of a calendar that worships this god of war, we're basically giving it power for free. like mana, whatever you want to call it. Like, why not rename the month of March to something else that's way more like not a number one indigenous to America. Like we can still maintain the old European shit, like the Japanese. That's what I'm saying. The Japanese, when I was there, like I had to like it's so different than here. Like I had you don't have a signature in Japan. You have a honko. A honko is like this little piece of wood or stone that's tiny, like just about that big, and and it has a unique like kanji or like that's just for you. That's yours, unique one. Just like a you know. Don't ask me how, but you can. It's yours. It's your unique one, and so you keep it, right? Because that's like real important. It's your seal. If you don't want to lose it, because it's unique and like and important. Like it's your yeah. So that's how you sign documents is with that stamp. You don't sign it, you use a stamp. The signage is a Western thing. And then what you did is every morning I would go in and I would take my little honko and I would stamp the book and the book of and it's like a calendar, to show that I was there. uh uh and uh the months, like, and the days were like a little bit different. They counted because their official book is Japanese, right? It's not a Western book; it's a Japanese book, and and the calendar in which I stamped my like the workbook, the punch in, when you punch in, it wasn't arranged according to the Julian calendar, or the Gregorian calendar. It was arranged according to the Japanese calendar, and their calendar doesn't start from the birth of Christ. It starts I don't know what it starts with, but it goes by the emperor, whoever the emperor is, the birth of their emperor, and then when the emperor dies, they get a new emperor. That's that's the new year or whatever era. It's the era of that person. So they don't count it by birth of Christ. So for them, it's not year 2024. It's year like I forget what it is. It's something like absurd, 90 like 93 or something. I'm not 93, but like 976. I don't remember. Something like totally different than Western. Totally different. They have their own way of doing it. So if the Japanese but even though they have their own way of doing it, even though they're able to do this, have their own like by the emperor's birthday type thing, and they had a totally different year, that was only for internal use. They were still able to use the Gregorian Western calendar for business, right? Just for business. But for themselves and internally for themselves, they were on a totally different time system. And it's the same thing for China. I don't remember how China does it, but they count the years totally different than we do. So their starting point is different. It's not the year 2024 for them internally. Just like in Japan, it's not 2024 in Japan internally. It's only 2024 in terms of the Western Empire. So, if that's the deal, it kind of does make sense that why we as Americans, not from Europe, we're not even from Asia, right? Like we're varying degrees of like of hybrid. One from absolutely indigenous to what do you want to call it? Imported. But a huge mix, just an absolute mix, a crazy own mix. We're our own thing. We're not of Europe, and we're not of any, we're not of the old world. We're of our own thing. So sure, we can maintain their forgiveness, but internally, why not use like the Mayan calendar when it's in every way it's superior. It's just better. It's just better. Why have your days of the week named after Roman gods? Like the names of the days for the Japanese, let me tell you. I'm pretty sure the names of the days in Chinese aren't named after the Roman gods either. So when I heard this person say that it's dying. There it is. My headset reset. See? I need a new headset. When I heard this person say that this was part of the settler colonial system, that Israel represents a part of the settler colonial system, which is why Biden is supporting it. Because I was trying to figure out, why is Biden supporting Netanyahu in the genocide of the Palestinian people? Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? He's like, I'm screaming. Like, I'm like, is someone controlling you? Get out of your head. And I'm like, it's gotta be it. Someone's gotta be controlling you. Oh shit, that's hilarious. But yeah, I couldn't understand why Biden would perpetuate the modern day genocide for a land grab, essentially. They're just grabbing land, dude. They're killing them. A bunch of people, and they're grabbing, and the proposals they're putting out there are insane. Like, they will do it. They kind of want to do a modern day Trail of Tears, like a reincarnation. They want to do it again. They're like, this whole group of people, we want your land. You got to move. We don't care where. Just get out of here. Like, that's a sin. It's bad, dude. I can already tell you, as an American, I can tell you that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. We tried that, and it was bad. It left mad. It led to incredible trauma. I mean, that's essentially white supremacy. The white supremacists. That's white supremacist philosophy. To like forcibly take a people's land and remove them. That's a war crime. A crime against humanity. You can't do that to a people. You can't just come in and take their land by force. Sure, maybe that's how they did it back in the day, But we realize as civilized people that it's unjust to uproot an entire group of people and remove them just because you want their land. It's a crime against humanity. Now, some nations don't necessarily ascribe to the notion of humanity. Russia. But you don't want to be in their company. You don't want to like if you don't ascribe to the notion of humanity, that essentially makes you a monster, right? So the whole point is we have to maintain like our notion of humanity. And that's what we have to struggle to keep no matter what. Haha. Hey, it hasn't crashed. It hasn't crashed. This is the brand new drivers from AMD, and they work really good. The thing is that I've owned this card for almost a year. And before this came out. But that's okay, I guess. The thing is that like, yeah, hindsight is 20/20. Okay. I should instead of blabbering, dude, I should be doing like hip hop. How do I do that? I need a beat. Like, hey, dude, wasn't I just like listening to one? Can I come back to you? Which one? All I do is talk over the music. Alright, I gotta turn down a little bit. Yeah, dude, this is like the boss music, that's right. Probably talk too much. I don't know. Yeah, don't talk unless you know. Yeah, now I haven't seen the Mandalorian or any of those shows, but I saw a clip of it, and it was like the baby Jedi or the baby Yoda, like some kid talked smack to the baby Yoda, and so they challenged him, and I think the thing was like, don't speak unless you know. And I'm like, man, I'm just like fucking smack, just talking mad shit all the time. I don't know. I kind of need someone to challenge me then, I guess. Or maybe not challenge necessarily, but like, because that seems adversive. But alright, so I have fence. That's what I found. How long? 2 hours. Oh, I should probably stop. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'll put your time in below. Alright. Looking okay. But yes. That's way too big. Look at that. Oh, that's funny. I did not plan for that, but hey. Okay, so I need to, yeah, just for now. No, dude, just dig it out. Okay. Yeah, that was awesome listening to Audemars. That was really great. So maybe Google can tell me who it is. Daryl Lee, give him money. Give him some love. Give him a caretaker is what he needs, really. I wouldn't say caretaker, but like someone to take care of him. I don't know. But don't we all need someone to take care of us? Yeah, but some need it more than others. Why would you do that? Because I can jump on carpet and they can't. They as in monsters and such, and neutral mobs. Oh, I didn't plan for that either, but so I've got 3. I can get pigs. To get pigs, you need carrots. I've got a carrot right here. Alright, piggies. I won't slaughter you this time. You're gonna come with me. I'll slaughter you later. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Hop in, guys. Thanks. Here, I'm gonna grab your friends too, real quick. Why not? Right? Look how easy that is. That's right. Alright, thanks. Oh, not there. This way. No. That could be painful. I should cover that up. No, I want to keep it so I can explore it. I don't have... Oh, I have torches. I can do it. Well, not right now. Do I have wheat? Yes, I have wheat. Here, cows. Where are you, my cows? The hills are alive with the sound of... This is no, these aren't hills. This is the plains. I don't know the plains song. So I'm not saying we have to overtake the Gregorian calendar. That's crazy. What I am saying though is we can use it internally amongst other Americans. You see, just like how the Japanese do it, and just like how the Chinese do it with their own calendars. And we can have our own calendar. We don't have to use the Roman God calendar. To straighten out our stuff. Why did I only get 1 sheep? Oh well. Such is the way. Such as such as it is as it is, I guess. Lol. Pop. Everyone stopped hanging out. They're not here anymore. That's okay. I did it to show off music and to do some Minecraft. Oh, they're all upset. That dude was upset that I went to Bedrock. I wonder why. And I wonder, I wonder why? Because I wanted to get more accessible. To be more accessible via Switch. All right. That's cool. I should probably like do something about the dirt and see how I'm all bad. It's a bad thing. Water. Oh, yeah. Okay. Why don't you guys chill here? You know what? All I have to do is maybe continue that roof slant up all the way up. I need more cobblestone, but that's okay. It's easy to get. Yeah, I like those little slits. Nothing can really get in them, and they let in light. I can easily move the storage system because I'm not really settled in. I mean, kinda I am, but Kinda. What do you mean not settled in? See, this is like the time when dogs would be useful, but they're not like roaming after me. I hate it when they're just like wandering after me though. Because then they just kill these monsters. You don't have to do anything. They're very useful at night. And then all you do is you feed the dogs to heal them. And you know how, oh shit. Ah! Okay, hey, alright, well. And it's easy. Holy crap, look at all these monsters that come out. Oh, they eat food though, man. Wow, alright. Alright, well anyways. All I'm doing is being silly now. I have no arrows. Just being silly. You silly, stupid person. Alright, that will do it for me. Have a good night. Peace.